Hey guys, what's going on? This is Sergeant Merrill here, and I am the host of Pardon the Dashboard, along with my fellow co-host IXI Sweat, who is also a fellow Marine, and actually not fellow Marine, fellow veteran, because I was in the U.S. Army, he was in the U.S. Marines. So, Pardon the Dashboard, the way it started out was just a cookie cutter, a way to break away from the cookie cutter mentality of dual comms, which is just a way to acquire more subs. And it really became boring after a while. I think it became boring to watch and participate in, for you to go and acquire these subs from other commentators, and you're really just talking about silly shit just in order to get the job done. So what Pardon the Dashboard started out to be was that, a way to break away from it. And to do that, I decided to combine two of my favorite things, which is to sit around the office and talk about games, and ESPN. So, Pardon the Dashboard is a little bit of a play off of Pardon the Interruption, where it's a very pointed conversation on topics having to do with gaming instead of sports. So, that's how Pardon the Dashboard has started. And Pardon the Dashboard has really started to gain traction in the gaming community. A lot of people are enjoying it, and I'm very happy with that. So first, I would like to thank everybody for their support. And I would like to thank all the people that have helped out, because it takes a lot more effort than just me. Now, last week, Shore Wars, which is the Machinima, I guess you would say, employee that's in charge of the director's program, let me know that Pardon the Dashboard is something that he will be interested in seeing weekly on Machinima Respawn. So that's huge for me, it's huge for you guys, because you enjoy this, and it's just, I'm really proud to be a part of that. But that's a little bit of a history off of Pardon the Dashboard. This week we got fuzzy otterballs, which is funny to say because I love fuzzy otterballs. So I try not to say that in one sentence. So the guy's name is Justin. I'm going to say that I love Justin because he is hilarious, and this week was the release of the Call of Duty map pack, and he is the perfect person to have on the show for this particular case, because he is the coach of the female division of Team Fear, which participates in MLG, which is like the NFL version of gaming. You know what I'm saying? It's a big deal. MLG is getting very large, and he is a coach of the Team Fear's female division, and he knows his stuff. And not only does he know his stuff, but is also very entertaining, and I was very happy to have him on the show. So without further ado, this is episode 9 of Pardon the Dashboard. I really hope you enjoy it, and make sure you check out Fuzzy Otterball after the show.
Hey guys, I'm Fuzzy Otterballs, and I'm a commentator, Call of Duty, and you may know me probably from Woody's Commentator May Madness, which is currently going on. And yeah, I tell a lot of dick jokes and have really weird pictures in my commentary. So
okay, I gotta know though, how did Fuzzy Otterballs, how did that become your name?
Okay, so my name before was it's You Have Sakes with Dudes, which clearly is a very unique name. That was from college. It's actually my ex-girlfriend in college who thought of that name. But you know, I started working at Ubisoft, and people kept asking me for my gamer tag. So I thought I would pick a more professional name. So it wasn't Fuzzy Otterballs. It was actually Yay Muffin Top, which is clearly more professional.
Yeah,
but that got flagged. That got flagged as inappropriate on Xbox Live. So I became Soft Otterballs, which also got flagged as inappropriate on Xbox Live. And then I just made it Fuzzy Otterballs, and here we are, 1 year later. Still appropriate.
All right, great. And you're actually the coach for the MLG Team Fear?
No,
right?
Team Fear's female division.
Right.
Yes.
And you're the coach.
I am. That's their division is Fear Roxy, Fear Dream Crazy, Fear Free Baby, and Miss Laser. Mm-hmm. Can you link their Twitters in the channel later?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, fantastic.
Awesome.
They're awesome. They are far and away, in my opinion, the best all-female team in Call of Duty, and beyond that, they are an extremely good team regardless of gender. They beat all-male teams all the time, and they're going to do big things in Columbus and
All right.
really excited. Yeah.
Outstanding. How'd you become the coach, dude? How did that happen?
So I actually met Fear Kasumi in a pub, and this is back in November, and I went to the Team Fear website to make sure she was actually on Team Fear, and I friended her on Facebook because I'm a super creepy dude, and she had a really hot picture up. But she ended up being a gay black guy.
Yeah.
As you may have heard in that commentary.
Yes, but you made a commentary, and it was so hilarious. I highly recommend everybody go to your channel and check that thing out. But I'm sorry, but as the coach, what is your job? Do you like massage them as they're playing, or what's going on here?
Well, yeah, before, after, during. Just
okay.
Massage is pretty much 24/7.
Got it.
As many massages as I can. But the coach's job is in Call of Duty, in Halo, like at MLG. So you sit there with a headset on and you're watching their screens. In Halo, you manage like the weapon time respawns, but in Call of Duty, they don't have that. So you do callouts, you watch their screens and make sure that they're not missing anything.
Awesome.
Like any callouts or anything. Yeah.
Okay, we'll definitely try and get a link of some sort for people to check them out. But we have a lot to cover in this part in the dashboard. I mean, the map packs came out this week, and people are going nuts over this. And not just the multiplayer maps that came out, but the zombies has gotten an incredible amount of attention that hasn't happened with previous zombies maps. So we're going to jump right into this and start with Convoy. What is y'all's thoughts on Convoy? What's your favorite thing about it? What's your recommendations for people on this?
That's my favorite map easily of all of them, and it's because it's so wide open. Like there's not as many buildings. There's this huge open area in the middle, and two good teams can battle it out over B over and over and over again. And that you just don't have that with the other ones. I mean, at least not in that wide open sense anymore in any of the maps in like Black Ops since Modern Warfare 2 and Wasteland.
And it kind of reminds me a little bit of Discovery, like a smaller version. Urban version of Discovery.
I was going to say just that. Discovery has an open B as well. The main thing about Convoy is also probably my favorite map of the map pack. The main thing is everyone I'm playing with last night was calling the rocket by B the red rocket. And there are 2 rockets on that map, and they're both red. So that is not a helpful call out. And also, red rocket, if you've ever watched South Park, is a dog erection. So...
What bothers me is the rocket in the middle is pointed directly at the overpass, which is, they said this in Machinima live stream. Tactically, that's it's pretty fucked up. Like, who would do that?
How did we get off the subject of the map and how you play the map to red rockets? All right. Yeah, anyway, I don't think, like, they do have buildings and everything to hide in on the outskirts of the map, but it's not a map that's, that's dominated by one building in the middle that everybody is fighting over. And yeah, that's my favorite thing about it. A lot of open sight lines with the new patch they made in sniping is so much better.
Yes.
Easily what I'm most excited about as far as all the map packs go.
If you're playing Domination, Bravo is an absolute war zone, and I love it. It's just so hard to take Bravo.
Reminds me of 2 Fort on Team Fortress 2 and Team Fortress, if anyone has played that.
It's been a long time, homie. A very long time.
Good talk. Good talk.
All right, good times. All right, good talk. All right, Stockpile, guys. Stockpile is not the absolute campfest that I thought it was going to be. A lot of people were worried because they were centralizing the entire map around this one building that you could close the doors on. People were worried that people were just going to close the doors and camp inside, and that's just not the case.
I want to get in the lobbies you've been getting in. I really do.
Yeah, seriously. You've been playing Stockpile and Call of Duty, right?
Yes.
Black Ops?
Call of Duty. Black Ops.
No campers there. Interesting.
Well, you're always going to have your people that are going to corner camp when the new map comes out. But
yeah, definitely.
My strategy with Stockpile has been to use a sniper rifle and stick to the outside. And I'm just picking the people off that are dumbfounded that I'm not inside of the building.
That's my problem. Like, I get roped into getting killed one time, and then I just see red. And I just, I'm that guy. I'm that guy that revenge killer is like, all right, I'm gonna get him this time. Oh nope, didn't get him that time. I died 11 times in a row the other day.
Oh,
I'm
God,
not ashamed.
Man.
Like I don't see why they. I really don't see why they promote a map where you can close the doors and literally just face inside and not have face outside. Like
those doors. I mean, you can close them, but you can open them right back up. I mean, I don't think it's that much of a tactical advantage. And you can use it as a distraction. You open it, and then you just flank around to the open wall that's usually right around the corner and catch them off guard.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely had their flanking routes. Oh, go ahead, Fuzzy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's a lot of entrances, and I think once people figure the map out, it's going to be dominated by shotguns and like SMGs, rapid fire, especially in the middle because there's so much content.
Yes, in the middle. Yes. Yeah. And now, I mean, sticking to the outside, I mean, I've been able to use a sniper rifle and be pretty damn successful over there.
I mean, from what I understand, like there's a lot of buildings you can go to on the outside as well. I mean, you can go in and out of a lot of those things. I get caught up with revenge killing and frustration when I play that map, so I keep running inside like a fool.
Yeah. All right. You want to move on to a hotel? Does anybody
Absolutely.
Have Stockpile?
No, I've exhausted everything with Stockpile, but hotel it excites me because it reminds me so much of High Rise on Modern Warfare 2. And I really think that if you can play with a full team that understands what they're doing, I mean, you can really lock a team down in a spawn point and just absolutely go to town.
I've heard this from a couple people. Do you think that hotel is the new stadium?
I'd say it reminds. Yeah, I'd see. Well, it reminds me of it. I mean, you can see how there's a few points of elevation that overlook an open area. That you overlook the pool with either the pool house or the two balconies on each side of the hotel, on each of the hotels. So yeah, I can see that. As much as I tell everybody not to be caught in the middle of the map, because I mean you're easy pickings. I find myself battling down there in that middle little bar area every time. But yeah, I could see it being the new stadium, as at least it resembles it the most.
Now here's what I want to know. Has anybody been successful in putting a claymore in the elevator and getting a kill when it opens up, when it goes the other side? Other
than T. Martin, I haven't done it.
I have not done it because of Flag Jacket, but I did do, me and my buddy worked together today, and I stood outside the elevator. He opened it. I drove my RC car in it. It went up, and then I killed two different.
That's pretty awesome. That's great. Awesome.
It's very exciting. You should try it.
Yeah.
Sentry guns do not fit in the elevators, though. That was my next.
Really?
That was my next trick.
That would be hilarious. It'd be like, ding, surprise, fucker.
One of the most disappointing things that I've ever experienced in a Call of Duty game was when I got in the elevator with the sentry gun, knowing there were guys up there, and couldn't deploy it. And I was up, and then I'm just sitting there, and there's a red sentry gun. They turned and shot me.
Yeah.
Here's my issue with like some of these new maps. It seems like they always have some sort of environmental effect. Like Launch has that rocket. Kowloon's got the zip lines. We have the hotel or the elevator on hotel and everything. And it seems like the map designers have this mandate from executives to have like crap in their maps that like just fucking flips around, and it pisses me off to no end because you can see that in the design. They're almost an afterthought. They're just like a bullet point on a marketing thing, and I really don't like that about these new maps. That's my new thing.
So you think the elevator is mostly a ploy to make it seem cooler than it really is?
Well, I'm sure it's fun to use, and it actually is pretty fun to use, but
that's so sad when it comes down to that. When we're excited about fucking elevators on the new map pack.
Right, exactly.
There's good elevators in this one. It's gonna be great.
Yeah,
the actual elevator music that plays on the whole map is what drives me crazy on that thing. That's the only problem I have. Oh, that, and I ran into 4 guys with Flag Jacket that stayed in the elevator. They once they all died, they would go into another elevator, and they just sit there waiting for people to open it up again.
That's funny though.
All right, let's move on
to Zoo, and I'm gonna let you guys take over Zoo because I am extremely disappointed that Sergeant Merrill's Tiger Blood.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm so upset.
Failed to materialize.
I'm so upset. I was really hoping on that, and yeah, that's all I have to say about that particular part of this map is I wanted fucking tigers and I didn't get them, and that upsets me. I'm a little emotional.
Yeah. Well, okay. I'm sorry. Zoo. It's really it's not colorful at all. I was really disappointed that it's like really drab, and because of the character models, you can't really like differentiate between a bush and a person. And there's so many places to hide around. I really don't understand why these maps are so colorless.
I can see that. What was it? The map pack in Modern Warfare 2, was it Circus?
Yeah,
I can see that was kind of their influence, but it didn't have the color. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It didn't lift itself up as a cooler map, and I think they really could have done that.
I think Jake in Indoors Media said it's like somebody puked on Carnival. Like that was the colors that Zoo came up with. And I remember, Meryl, I remember one of your videos a while back, you know, when they were talking about the map packs, you know, you were really hoping that, like Stadium, you know, they could implement more maps with just brighter colors.
Yes.
And, yeah, that is kind of disappointing because this is definitely the, you know, people blend in with everything. But as far as the way the map plays, I think the A and the B spawn, the A spawn is the best spawn on the game. You hop on that monorail, and
Yes.
I mean, you can see B right there in that little side cut. And you can't cap B except from one side from that, what is that middle statue or whatever.
Yep.
There's perfect line of sight from the monorail. So I actually think it plays pretty well. Now, I've only played, you know, a little bit in the morning and a little bit today. So I haven't seen how everybody else has reacted to it. But, no, I think I enjoy it. I mean, I don't think there's as much wrong with it as far as the way it plays.
Well,
Yeah.
on the C spawn side, if you lock them in C spawn, there's like a dirty spot on the monorail station on their side, and you can just pick them off because you can overwatch that, and you can look over B, and they're totally spawn locked in there. So I can see some problems with that. But
Right now, I mean, I just haven't wrapped my head around Zoo. It is fucking chaotic for me right now. And, I mean, I usually like to roll with sniper rifles, ever since the patch at least, to have fun with them, but I just can't do it on Zoo. They're coming from all different directions. It's so chaotic, and without the differentiating colors and it seeming so bland, it's hard to see what's a path, you know, what's a popular path, what's a dead-end path, and I'm having a hard time with it.
I think, you know, I'm trying to say, it reminds me of Hanoi. That's what it is. Not Hanoi, Havana. When you say the spawn trap, Fuzzy, because you know, Havana spawn trap is absolutely disgusting when you get them you get them trapped there.
Oh yeah.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with, like, you know, that's my thing. I like spawn trapping teams. So if you control that monorail, I've got whatever, you know, when I first, you know, started the map packs or whatever, I was like, you know, getting on top of that monorail is going to be suicide. Everybody's going to be fighting over that. But really, I mean, you control that thing, you control A and B, and it's just like, you know, it's just like Hanoi, man. I think it'd be, I enjoy that.
Somebody on the live stream said, sounds like Meryl wants a riot shield. I fucking miss the riot shield, okay? This is one of my favorite things from Modern Warfare 2, just because it was so useless in the large picture of things that I like to use it and win with it. You know, it was kind of like I got an extra fuck you by using something that was kind of useless throughout the entire game.
Yeah, Meryl and I played Modern Warfare 2 for like 3 games, and that was the only thing he rocked.
Yeah,
and that's the last time I played Modern Warfare 2. I hopped on for that because Eric wants me to get Modern Warfare 2 and then doesn't want to play with. Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah, all right. Zombies, guys. You know, I've never been excited about zombies. When it first came out in World at War, I was. And in this one, I thought it was cool. You know, I'm glad that they implemented it because it was something interesting and got some more buzz on the game, so I appreciated it. But this zombies just brought something special into the game. It brought something really special into it, and I think it was just the mystery behind it and the fact that they got these big names, which really brings life to it. It's very interesting. Like, it makes me curious, and I love Sarah Michelle Gellar, and I've kind of loved her ever since Buffy, so I gotta play it.
Well, I'm excited to play it because I just want to see which one of my buddies gets stuck being her. So
oh yeah, everybody's gonna be teabagging her and shit. Yeah,
I'll be here. Fuck yeah. I mean, give it to me, big boys. Yeah.
And then apparently you can't piss off Romero. Like, you just can't mess with that guy at the beginning, or I don't know how long you have to go into the game before you start getting those bigger weapons, because not even a minigun or a death machine can stop that guy.
They've always had the Easter eggs in all the zombies, but this one is deep, and I think it's going to take a long time for people to figure it out. It's so awesome. I mean, and I talked to my friend at work who plays zombies religiously, and he's saying there's even this room that you can hear characters inside, and he thinks it's the characters from Ascension. And
Really?
the whole time you're trying to find out how to get them out, and it's deep. And Treyarch doesn't give you any hints at all. They're like, "Good luck, guys. Have fun with it," you know, and it's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's what a buddy of mine texted me today. He's like, I can hear voices. What are you, Sixth Sense or something? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what he was like. I didn't even know what he was sending me a message about. All he sent me a message was, I can hear voices. I'm like, okay, that's kind of creepy.
There's even a part where you'll see a frozen bottle of vodka, and you can like knife it, and it'll fall down, and you pick it up, and you can send it through the chute to the people in the room, and you can hear them getting drunk. I mean, what is with that? You take a you know, a simple formula zombie game, and you turn it into something that just grabs your interest and it makes you want to keep playing to find out what you find. It's awesome. I like it.
I added story to multiplayer.
I'm really excited about it.
I think Treyarch could release their own zombies game alone, and it would be very successful.
I think so too. I think their engine's better than Left 4 Dead. So
yes, I do.
Let's see why not.
Left 4 Dead, I mean, you see the zombies running into each other, and like it doesn't really work that well sometimes. It doesn't look pretty. Whereas...
No, Left 4 Dead is perfectly paced, and Left 4 Dead 2 is even better. I think it's one of the best. Like, Valve is known for their game design and their pacing, and they really, really did a good job with Left 4 Dead. So I mean, I love Left 4 Dead. So
I love it too, but I don't think the second one. We're getting off a different topic, but the second one didn't excite me as much as the first one. The first one brought something so different and so new. It was just something fun you had to play, and the second one, I don't think did enough.
Yeah, we can talk about that another time.
But then again, I play every Call of Duty, and what that much different.
Here's my thing: where you say Treyarch could make a zombie game, I absolutely agree, because I think they make zombies better than they make Call of Duty. That's just my line of thought. That's my opinion. But all of their zombie stuff, man. Like this map, like all the maps that came out was before or whatever, and then they had what was Ascension came out.
Yeah,
it was in the last map pack, and that was the first time like I really got into zombies and would get like level 30 or 31 or whatever it was. I think was the highest level I got to. So I'm excited to get into this with my buddies. But yeah, as far as Treyarch making the game, I absolutely agree that I absolutely believe that they should make strictly, you know, Call of the Dead. Is that what it is? Is Call of the Dead?
Call of the Dead.
Yeah, they can make a whole series on that and be, I mean, incredibly successful.
Okay.
I don't know why people are so down on Treyarch. I think their post-launch support has been fantastic.
Awesome. Yes. Yes.
You can't argue that. It's just the fact that I think it's the engine itself that I have a problem with. You know, like
I agree.
It does feel
it's the you know the things like that, the way the game runs that you can't change. It's just their system. That's what my issue is.
Yeah, it's very true. Very true. So overall, the whole map pack put together, what's your favorite part of it?
Like, Convoy. It's not even. Yeah, it's not even a discussion really with me. It's not a contest. I love Convoy. I love the Red Rockets.
And Fuzzy? He loves Red Rockets.
The dog boners, yeah, the puppy boners are my favorite part.
Oh, awesome.
So I like Convoy. I like the maps. I'm sure eventually I'll find reasons to hate them. But I'm actually kind of excited to try this Call of the Dead thing out now. I'm not really a big zombie player, but
dude, it'll pull you in. Definitely will. All right, guys, we're gonna be ending this episode of Pardon the Dashboard, episode 9, with Fuzzy Otterballs. And in case I don't know if I'm gonna cover it in my intro video, but I want to tell you that a lot of interesting things are going to be happening with Pardon the Dashboard. A lot of cool things are coming in the near future. And I want to thank everybody that gives it support. It's not just me. This thing takes a lot of work, a lot of organization. So make sure you check the description and look for people's channels and everything that goes into this, because there's a lot of cool people that have cool channels of their own that are doing work for it. But I think that's all I got for this episode. Do y'all want to say something before we end it?
Balls.
All right.
Come and check everyone out. Definitely follow the girls on Twitter from Team Fear Female. They deserve your support. They're a fantastic team, and they don't get nearly the recognition they deserve. So hopefully you can go and follow them. And they're all really cool. And they happen to just be eye candy, too. So
all right.
Always a plus.
And Fuzzy, I just want to thank you for being on this week. And sorry we couldn't link up last week. You like to oversleep or whatnot. But, yeah, it's been fun, man.
There is absolutely no reason to get out of bed before noon, unless it's for work or like a supermodel blowjob contest. Like that's the only reason to get out of bed.
I'd get out of bed any time for that. My wife's in the other room. I gotta whisper. All right, guys. This is episode 9 of Pardon the Dashboard. Sergeant Merrill out here.